Mhm. Hello, 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 and happy Friday. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good on this Friday. I was supposed to be here for 7, but it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're doing good. We're still doing really good. You guys know why I'm here. We're gonna read some of the Gypsy Rose emails. Let me go ahead and pull them up. Hey, Lindsay. I'm going to pull them up. Seems like we were getting into some pretty juicy territory. I hope everybody had like a good week, a good work week, and stuff like that. Hope everybody had a good work week. And I hope everyone's doing great. All in all, I truly do. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm going to give people a second to come in, like the live. Hope everybody's doing good, feeling good, all of those things. I'm fresh off of a power nap, we called it. I was writing. I was writing a paper, and then all of a sudden, my eyes got heavy. So I'm here after a fresh little power nap. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing to the Discord. I got to teach you how to share to the Facebook as well. I have to teach you how to do that. Hmm. Thank you so much, Lindsay. All right, I'm gonna blow these. I'm gonna make these bigger. Hey, Lindsay Lou, how are you? Good, I hope. Good, I hope. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. I'm gonna be reading these text messages. We're in the middle of August. I'm sorry, yo. We're not in the middle of no damn August. We're in the middle of December. December 16th is where we left off, guys. December 16th is actually where we left off. Holiday in Montana says Friday night sometime. That's right. Lindsay says, sorry, I haven't been chatting. I've had a lot going on. Trust me, I do understand that. I do understand that. Um, it is that time of the year where just shit just be going on. You know? I understand. For sure, for sure. I'm going to just pick up where I left off. If you guys are just coming in, hit the like button. If you guys want to comment on anything, feel free to. We're just going to read it. Um, there was some interesting stuff in the last read, but it just seems to get worse and worse. The more I read, worse and worse. Okay? So, this is Gypsy, and I'm assuming she's talking to Karen. She says, I have thought of the best wedding present there is, a woman who's an amazing artist, and she has a book of all different kinds of crests, family insignia, lettering. So I'm working with her to create a personal new family crest for him and I. Someone has one. Can you email me a pic of it, please? I was wondering if you could Google his family crest and if the name she wants to incorporate it with the new crest we are designing. He is part Turkish, and I have a French heritage, so that would be a cool thing to add something symbolizing it too. Tell me what you think. So she was talking to Ken, basically saying, asking him things about his last name and his heritage, so she can have a crest made for their family. Okay. She sends another message out. She says, thank you for the encouragement. She sends another one out. She says, hell, how are you? Actually, yes, could use a pen pal. She sends another one out. Hell, how are you? I think this one goes to Ken. She says, Hub, I did try to call your phone a few times to see if it would go through. Your problem is probably with the service provider rather than the actual phone. Won't always be available to deliver messages between us because she has a migraine. So email me, baby. Is she talking about Christy or anyway? The next message from Gypsy to Ken. Baby, I just got your email that you sent yesterday. God, freaking miss you too. Feel just anxiety from not being able to talk to you for a really wonder if this is God telling me to chillax on the topic of our phone calls. Truth is, I have been really concerned about if me calling you every day was kind of getting boring and old to you. It's not that you gave me that impression because a few weeks ago I asked you if I called too much and you said no. And then I had that freak out moment on you. Then you told me that's how her relationship started to go sour because she called too much. So all that just stressed me out, all while I'm reading self-help books on how to keep a relationship happy, healthy, and everlasting. You shouldn't be reading relationship books on how to keep your relationship happy, healthy, and everlasting. You should be trying to heal from the traumatic experience that you just went through. You should be trying to heal from the traumatic experience that you just witnessed. But no, you are reading, what's this here? Self-help books on how to keep a relationship healthy, happy, and everlasting. That should be the least of your worries. She goes on to say, what I have learned from the past few weeks is we're going to have moments of ups and downs, and the frequency of our communication will up and down, then up. It's going to fluctuate due to our schedules as well as us talking, but please know that no matter what, I love and adore you with all my heart, miss you, and could talk to you every second of every day and still crave more. Fuck codependency. I'm a full-blown addict and happy to be one. We know. And I also know that though you have things that require your attention, you love me too. December has been full of emotions, both good and bad, but soon comes the start of a new year, a new chapter to the greatest love story and that of Ken and Gypsy. We have a lot to look forward to this upcoming year, babe. We'll just continue to encourage you to obtain your GED as you continue to cheer me on through the math so that I may finish mine. Look forward to our video visits as well as our physical ones. And I just want to go for it again. Oh no, not that. I totally meant your pelvis. And there was one really important thing happening in July, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, just going to have to be patient. Okay, so what we find out here, see, I like reading the emails. I do like reading the emails because we get information that otherwise was not available to the public, okay? So Ken doesn't have his GED, right? Ken doesn't graduate from high school. Things are starting to add up now. Things are really starting to add up, okay? A lot of people say, what would possess this man to go for Gypsy Rose? Well, he didn't graduate from high school. I don't know if he has his GED now. Most places you can't go and work without a GED. Does anybody know if Ken got a GED? But what? Like, I'm not education shaming at all. That's not what I'm here to do. But you know what? I'm just going to skip over it. I'm going to skip over it for now. Gypsy continues to talk to Ken. She says, Mr. the fucking man, hope the new status that works brings you pride and a new sense of enjoyment in your life and career. Mind you, he does not have a GED or high school diploma. Yet, he's getting new statuses at work. I am so confused. I am so confused. The way the job market is set up now, today, you literally don't get a job unless you have a high school diploma or a GED. So I don't understand. Unless it's like some fast food job or something like that. Like something like where teens will work, like the movie theater or something like that. Anyway, she's Mr. the fucking man. Hope the new status work brings you pride and a sense of enjoyment in your life and career. As you prepare to take on this new responsibility, keep in mind that you may be my superhero, but you are human. Don't put the weight of the world on your shoulders, and remember your goals are what's important to you. You will do great, honey. Love you very much. P.S. Your phone is on my hit list. Although I'm really hoping it starts accepting my calls soon. I don't think I can do this every few days. And then somebody writes her and asks about, they want her to tell them about her relationship. Hey, Lee. How are you? If you guys are in here and you're just joining, we're going through some of these emails. It's mostly Ken and Gypsy based right now, them going back and forth, them talking about this wedding that was going to be the wedding to rival all prison weddings. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with it helps with the algorithm, and I'll really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so very much. Someone sends Gypsy an email. They say, "Hi, Gypsy. Talk to someone, and this is how I received your information. I'm not sure if you would rather get emails or a letter. I'm willing to do both. Just know I support you in every aspect. You look amazing, sweetie, and I'm so very proud of your accomplishments. Keep being you and keep the faith. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I'm sure you get a ton of mail and emails. I'll send you some money through JPay next month to use it however you want to. Yours." People yelling outside. "You're a sweetheart, and I'm so very sorry for all the things you've endured in your life. I'm going to go for now, but like I said, keep the faith. Your friend and supporter." Okay, so this is what she sent to get this. This is what she sent to get this email back. We need to. Because there's been a feud. There's been a feud between Gypsy. There's been a feud between Gypsy and Christy that's gone back all the way to 2018, and you're hearing about it here on Lindsay Unfiltered. Still not a furry? Oh my God. You guys need to start investing in your furry costumes. You guys need to start investing because you know they're going to set you back about $2,000 to $3,000. So start investing now. So next time Comic-Con rolls around, you might catch a wild Gypsy in a brush or some shit. I don't know. It just looks hot. It just looks very hot. Not hot like that, but like it looks hot like this. Like, how are you wearing that shit? How are you wearing that shit? I don't get it. Anyway, so Gypsy writes this to her friends. She says, "Due to differences in opinions and life choices, my stepmother and I are no longer on speaking terms. I'm asking that the updates I choose to share with a very select few on how I'm doing be kept to private and stay within an A to B conversation. I don't want any new updates on my current life events or how I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm trying to keep some order and maintain some privacy in my life. I will not share my life with people who exploit me for fame and attention for themselves. Thank you, Gypsy." So Gypsy and Christy are in a spat in 2018 because Gypsy feels like Christy's using her for attention, for money, for clout. It seems like Gypsy. It seems like Gypsy has an issue with like other women, right? Positive female role models. Gypsy has a problem with them. Positive female role model. Not saying that Christy is one. I don't know if she is one or isn't one, but she was there when nobody else was there, and now all of a sudden you're not fucking with that. Oh, okay. If you guys are just joining, make sure to hit the thumbs up. People, you have a phobia of furries? Damn. Yeah, I'm here, Christine. Gypsy says, got the adorable pics today. Oh my goodness, look at you. Somebody, hello, beautiful. I'm okay. Living life one day at a time. I had your son. One day, it all had a chance of coming out. Ladies and gentlemen. He says, my ex is a crazy chick. So he has a type. Okay. My favorite food is enchiladas. So do you guys only get certain days you can use your tablets to get your email or calls? Any certain rules I should know about this? Never done this before. I was watching a documentary on TV and you caught my eye. Something about you. I'm sorry you had a hard life, but know you're doing better now, and soon you'll be out living the life you deserve. You are such a brave and strong person. I don't know how you could have lived the life you did and be as good as you are. You're my inspiration. We'll better go for now. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day. If there's anything else you need, feel free to ask. Talk to you soon. Okay. And then Gypsy asked for someone to send a new videogram of themselves and send her a good night one. I don't know if this is to Ken. Probably so. I love you so very much. I'm going on to the second page. And I think this is Rod. So before I go into the second page and before I start reading Rod's part, I want you guys to thumbs up the live and let's keep it in the algorithm, guys. So she says, so Rod, because he usually calls her Boo, right? So Rod says, and I'm looking over here because I'm reading off this monitor. I could read off this one, but it's kind of smaller. So Rod says, hey, Boo. Mom said you brought up the series and cleared it, but want to participate. I thought long and hard about it since then, but did immediately address it with her that day. Fully appreciate and sympathize with your desire to get past everything and move on with your life. Know that all the media hype, support, and constant reflection has been an emotional roller coaster. It's a constant reminder of something you can neither be proud of nor deny. It has made you stronger and given people inspiration and brought some awareness to such unfortunate realities so many children face. However, no matter you sugarcoat it, at the end of the day, that is done absolutely zilch to benefit your happiness and future. You still have to do your time and walk out with clothes on your back. And I know you said you're fine with that and just want a normal life with hubby. I accept that decision and I support it 100%. Now, with that being said, discuss with Mom to see where the series was along and review the contract we signed. And I feel bad about not having a conversation sooner or more firmly. I really didn't think we were making any progress. And the last time asked about it, there was no progress. Even brought up Dr. Oz, and Mom says that was the end of media stuff and she knew about your wishes. So my fault for not telling him at that time. I'm not positive on where it went from there, but believe there's a chance at funding the project at the moment. Contractually, Mom and I may not positive, obligated to participate. Personally have said about all I can about the story. We all have. So like, You don't want to participate much either. But we did sign the contract, and without making a big fuss with lawyers, should just see what happens at this point. Moms told some of the people in the mix that you didn't want the series done, but looking at it from perspective, she has put in some time writing a pilot and deserves, even though she may be a vulture capitalist, cooperation from us. Lastly, if it's going to get done, finally something meaty of intrinsic value to you after all the other stuff was done, this is the one to agree upon. That sounds crass and insensitive to you, feelings and wishes, but like you said, it's all it's all been said already. Politically, you can care less of what people think of you. That's not true. You know where you stand now with society, and not much will change that. Spiritually, you're ready to move on, get it. But Gypsy, this is your play all your cards at once and rummy play. The system has been gaining at your expense, your story, your emotions, all your life, baby. Let it pay you back in some way. You did the hard parts. Just hold your cards now and see what plays out. If nothing gets moving with this last investor, then we can say that's enough. Don't imagine there needs to be much participation from you and regarding the series. The story is there. We just need to verify it, not tell it again. If it makes you a little money, then great. Everything you've already done would have not just benefited corporate vultures. I know it means a lot to you. I know you have dreams. I'm not getting between that ever, but I do feel a responsibility to you, your well-being, and future. I want you to be happy and in control and independent. I'm glad you're standing up and saying enough. That's great, and I'm proud of that. That doesn't mean you're right or wrong. It means you're strong, and I like that you have a voice now. Like I said, I support you 100% either way, and you asked and deserve my honest opinion. That's what's coming in from Rod. Now, Christine says Jip only wanted to stop media because Ken said so. I haven't heard that one yet. Maybe they had like conversations on the phone, or maybe it's like deeper in these. But I can believe that for sure. But the thing about it is the fact that she's even in a position, to benefit monetarily off of her crime is an issue, right? Most people, they do bad stuff, they get locked up and they have to pay fines, right? She's been able to turn this into $1 million franchise. She's been able to turn this story into $1 million franchise. Who the hell else is doing that? Who the hell else is doing that? She didn't even have restitution, Christine says. Nobody else out here is doing anything like that. So just the fact that the system is so lenient when it comes to terms of punishment for you, and the fact that you're able to literally take this and continue to monopolize off of it indefinitely is something that needs to be looked at. But I think Rod here, he's basically trying to say that she should let them do the series. She needs a nest egg, kind of siding with Christy and things of that nature. But Rod also said he saw Dee Dee in his dreams. He's sad that she's gone. She was a good wife, normal things like that to Gypsy. So here's her response to Rod saying that. I often see her in my dreams as well. She was a constant in my life for 23 years, and my memory of her putting on her lipstick and eyeliner in the bathroom with Matchbox 20 playing the song Back to Good in the background stays as fresh in my mind as if I could open my eyes and see her. Yeah, she was very pretty at one time, and though she would never admit it in her life, if her life depended on it, she still loved you. Keep keep the good memories very close to my heart. Wish to God things would have turned out different, but I will make sure that she gets a proper memorial, not so the media can know, but for Dee, my mother, that we knew the good that she once was. That is a woman we will lay to rest. And remember, I love you too, Daddy. Um, you see, I don't understand why she's saying she wishes things were different, as if she wasn't a contributing factor into them not being different. But I mean, I guess that's an appropriate response to this message. Okay, Gypsy sends out another message. She said, "Listen, I have a very good friend here. Her name is Blank. She's 31, just recently is single, and she wants to get to know a good guy. She said you can look her up on Facebook. She is very cute, quirky. Me and her have similar personalities. I told her I would talk to you first, but she needs a good guy to talk to and get to know. If not as a boyfriend, then a friend, a pen pal." Okay, I read this one already. I think this is Ryan. I truthfully think this is Ryan, okay? You guys tell me what you think, okay? If you guys are just joining, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I'm trying to get into the algorithm. Thank you guys so very much. Um, Person says, "You just made me blush. Now you see. How can I resist that? Sweet. So happy to know that you have new friends, real friends. All the interviews that Mr. Blank has posted, I've watched. So, knowing you in your own words, the ones that really truly care for you now, you know it's not for pretend. Still to this day, you and your Louisiana family included are the only ones I've become to know, truly care for, but have never met. Kind of crazy cool. I wish I would have known sooner about the Christmas dinner. Could have sent you my crawfish etouffee, crawfish bisque, and fried alligator with honey mustard sauce recipes. Only somebody from Louisiana knows about any of that, right? Think the kitchen would have the ingredients, haha. And one day when you want to, tell me about your man. How'd y'all meet? Is he cute? Is he good to you? And mail the Christmas card. It's tape because I went back and read the rules. It said no cards or ribbons, so I just pulled the ribbon off. But it's a cute card, so I hope it still makes it to you. So nice to hear from you. And I still have all those Louisiana scenery postcards to mail you for scrapbooking or just pictures from your home state. I'll mail after the holidays to be sure you get them. Now, this could be some random person from Louisiana, but I'm thinking it's Ryan particularly because we're hearing about boyfriend number two floating around. We're hearing all of this stuff, okay? Somebody text, I don't know who this is, but they said, "I still can't find a picture of the family crest. Here are two I found for the Blanchard side. Sending them now." This is Ken, because we know Ken talks with, very exaggerated, very. Ken is drama. He's drama. I can tell by just reading the first sentence. Just reading the first sentence, right? "Thanks for dealing with my drained attitude tonight, but still reminding me that you love me. I think that this work schedule is affecting more than just my energy and sleep. It's starting to change my personality. I'm feeling less happy as the weeks drag on, and I'm definitely the kind of person who gets seasonal depression. But all that aside, Love you, babe. You hear me? I love you. Please, let's just get through this rough patch together. Can't wait to see you next month. Can't wait to see those eyes. That heart melting hair. Listen, Toby, our super sweet voice. Uh-huh. And just feel the warmth of your body as I hold your hands. My stress relief drug, and I'm in withdrawal. I'm going to say it again real quick. Love you. And despite that dream, know your mind. Truly hope no part of you wants to reach out to him in any way. Well, that's not my jealousy talking. My true, solid care for your overall well-being. It will be nothing but toxic for you to have any contact. That door is shut. He's in the past. And without reiterating all my feelings for him, let's just try to keep looking forward. No reason to look back, right? I wish him all the best in his life. But that's just it. It's his life, not yours, not ours. We can't distress ourselves anymore with his case or outcome or future sentence. Just keep holding my hand, babe. We're miles ahead of that now. Love you. In reference to Nicholas, I'm sure. Gypsy then says, good morning, my soulmate. Hope you had a fun time at the movie last night. It makes me happy to see you do something other than work. Tonight is date night. Get to have you for a few hours. Think a night of us getting some time to just talk for a while will get us through the next work week. Treasure our time. Love you so much. My love, you better get ready to cash in on your winnings because I have a story that will blow more than your mind. Wink. Okay? They're so gooey. They're so gooey, guys. Oh, my Lord. Let me see what date we're on. Let me see what date we're on. We're on the 19th. Okay. Gypsy responds back to Ken. I love how 90% of the messages are just Gypsy and Ken going back and forth. She responds to Ken and she says, Dear hubby, sweetie, no matter what mood you're in, I will always be in love with you. You are my soulmate. Didn't want to comment on it, but yes, I can tell your personality has been affected. You're not the same Bubble I met, nor are you the same as you were when I first since I last saw you. I don't think you've changed per se, but rather that no love is underneath the overworked, stressed out you. But I will love you through it, baby. Honey, is paying on his debt really that important to you? Are you sure you just don't want to let it fall off? It would have fallen off your credit by the time I come home, so it won't affect our future plans, baby. I only ask because I would want to persuade you to take a slower pace with regard to work. You're burning out. Please drop one job. Puppy eyes whimpers. As for ex Coco butt, hey, I like that. As for ex cuckoo butt, hey, I like that. LOL, no, there's no part of me that wants any contact with him. I said, he is my past. You are my present and future. The girl was then, grew up into the woman you know and love today. I actually respect the fact that you would leave me if I didn't want contact with him for any reason. It shows you have a level head and you would deserve better than that. Anyway, that would just be a slap in the face and a major roadblock for us. And I would never do that to you. So with that being said, I will do right by you as we move forward together. My hand is in yours. Lead me out of this darkness and take me Lead me out of this darkness and take me home. Also tried calling a few times tonight for date night. We'll try a few more before the night's over. I'm really getting discouraged and depressed with my phone problem. That is our main source of communication. I can write an email, but it's not the same. Miss your voice. I have a new story for you. Love you so much, baby. Stacy says all that snow. What snow? I'm sorry, I'm lost in the sauce. Hold on. Taking a break here. A second break here, guys. We're reading Gypsy Rose's emails. Ooh, shucks. Oh, that snow. That snow. Oh, like skiing type snow. I got you. Like that type of gotcha. Okay. So somebody was messaging Gypsy and they said, LOL. Guess we were yes. LOL, guess we were emailing each other at the same time about it. I'm with you. Leave me alone already. LOL, that's good. Mom is amazing in a way. She could talk to anyone about anything forever and could seem fake at times, but she's genuinely good at heart and always loved and lived for likes on Facebook and stuff like that, which is not a terrible thing, but can be a little like enough already, but she never gets tired of it. Don't get it, but she's not running around at the bars doing drugs or gambling all the money away. And she's always here for me and y'all, kids. So I gotta take the good and the bad. Prefer real life stuff like a dog, a beer, and a friend, talking about stuff or fixing stuff or taking a little boat ride in the swamp. She's got that neck issue a lot. Of her satisfaction has to be through social media. Anyways, the boat is fine. Been a little boring, but not too terrible. Just hope you can enjoy the holidays with good spirits. Love you. So I think this is Rod telling Gypsy that Christy is a Facebook mom. I don't know. I don't follow Christy on anything, but I could see that being true. Like she's a Facebook mom. Like she tries to own other Facebook moms or be queen of the Facebook moms. Yeah, I see it. Okay, Gypsy says, told her you're up for talking, but don't have expectations. Don't know who she's talking to there. If you guys see me doing this, it's because I'm trying to see if I've read it before. No, I don't think I've read this one before. Okay. The person tells Gypsy that they say, I see, well, it's always hard to have a long distance relationship. Even more difficult with a busy person. Haha. Hope it gets better for you though, and you can get the attention you are wanting from him. If not, I'm always here. It's been a rough week for us. My dad was in the hospital for a few days. My aunt is in the hospital in Birmingham. I had some appointments earlier this week, as did my brother. So it's been a hectic week and I'm tired. I've been working on a car to get ready to sell. I hope to have most of it done by the end of the month and get it sold next month. It should bring pretty good profit. I'm still waiting on the other acceptance thing from college. Not sure how that will turn out. It's for clinical mental health counseling. I've been working on music and videos too. There's so much stuff going on here. I always have time for you though. The reason I reached out to you from the beginning was to encourage and support you that things in life can be better and good. I know you've been through a lot in your life and you really haven't had the chance to have a normal life or enjoy a lot of the things that people do. I didn't know if you've had a lot of people to talk to there or not, so I thought I'd give it a chance. I don't talk to a lot of people. I have my family and one friend that lives an hour and a half away. We've been friends since second grade. I guess people assume I have a lot of friends because of the band, but I don't. I don't even interact with bandmates until time to rehearse or record the songs. I guess I just kind of want someone to enjoy life with, whatever it may be, even something as simple as watching movies together, conversations. But I will go now. I'm about to play PS4 for a bit, I guess. If I don't message, if I don't get a message out to you before Christmas, I hope yours goes well. I know these are running a few days behind, but you can still always try to call anytime. I know I'm hard to reach. I know I'm hard to reach. We're going to leave it there. Okay, now this is information about Ken. Now we need to listen very closely because in this part she's talking about Ken. We need to pay attention. Hey, Recro. She's talking about Ken. Let's see what we can find out about Ken, guys. Okay. She says, well, he's 26. He works as a bar manager in Seattle, Washington. We have been together for about 14 months. We started writing after he saw my HBO documentary back in May 2017 and decided to write me. Then, about 4 months later, sent him a visiting form, never thinking he would actually come visit me from Seattle. And about 37 minutes into the visit, he kissed me, and not talking a peck, like deep, passionate kiss. What? Well, rules state that though visitors are allowed for a brief hug and kiss, it must be a closed mouth kiss. Needless to say, we got in trouble and got a write out for disobedience, and he got banned for 11 months. Oh, sorry, 6 months. Well, we stayed in touch, been sent letters, I was on the phone. Then in March, the ban was over, and he's been back 3 times so far. The next visit will be next month. Well, in October of this year, he proposed. We have been talking about it for months. We came to the idea of having a small ceremony in here, then have the big wedding, then get out. Anyway, the last few weeks have been rough because he's 1,800 miles away. He hasn't had a day off in 18 days, and lately he's just overworked, tired, emotionally drained. We would talk every day, but with the new promotion to bar manager, I'm lucky to get a 2 minute call because work, sleep, and his buddy just don't feel like I'm a priority anymore. Used to be the one he'd want to spend time with in his free time. Now if he goes, now if he does get a day off after work, it's always he's hanging out with the guys. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad he does things that doesn't include work, but me being locked up, I'm particularly more lonely than the average woman. Missouri does not have conjugal visits, so we're rocking the next 4 years, abstaining from sex outside of the relationship. He was going to move to Missouri to be closer to me, but this job is important to him, so I understand his choice to stay in Washington. Our relationship is great, it really is. We just need a little us time to make me happy. I just hate the fact that he's so far away. She sends another message. She says, started planning my bridal shower. I didn't know you could plan a bridal shower behind bars, but I'm sure you could plan anything. We will have the big cake, the one from the drawing, fried rice, and veggie salad. Huh? I'll have goodie bag stuff with penny candy for the guests. So far, about 10 to 15 girls are invited. Jackie, the girl who had the mom with Munchausen by proxy, she's making flowers for the cake, and each guest will get a candy flower on their own. What? I don't have an exact date in mind for the party, but it will be sometime next month or two. Need to start working on something for the party. So she's throwing a bridal shower inside of the prison, I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming she's saying. Guys, if you were just joining, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate you guys so very much. She's going to have a bridal shower. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall during the bridal shower. I don't even know if the bridal shower happened because they didn't end up getting married then, but she then sends a message to Ken. She says, "Baby, XOXO, love your sexy territorial ass. We match so perfectly. If being a perfect lover was a crime, baby, you do life in the institution of love. Winky, winky. You are amazing to me. I enjoy our time together. I love the way you are so cutesy." This is ridiculous. Kissy missile huggy smoochy. She continues. She says, "Honey, I just had an idea for a lot later on. How about a little role play fun? So what if we pretended to have a secret love affair with each other? You could think of a name for me, and I could make up a name for you, and then we could have little on the side rendezvous with our secret lovers." Hey Ali, how are you? Let me get this straight. So she wants to role play with Nick. I'm sorry. See, that's how triggering it is. She wants to role play with Ken. And she wants to make up names with Ken. You see why this is triggering? Do you see why this is triggering? I can make up a name for you, and you can make up a name for me. Isn't that what you did with Nick? Didn't you role play with Nick? Didn't you have secret affairs with Nick and all y'all's characters? Anyway, continuing on. Red Flag City, that's right. We miss you too, Ali. Recurve says, "I wonder if that Jackie she talked about is the same Munchausen's felon that Mike stated he took the Munchausen by proxy from for Gypsy's case. I'm not sure. She's mentioned her a couple of times in these emails, though." Gypsy sends a message. She says, "Good morning, honey. Hope that you feel better soon. Please take it easy today. Love you so very much." She sends another message. "Yeah, she's a good mom. She's always there for me. I asked for relationship advice because y'all deal with time of being, in a sense, long distance when you're at work. Ken and I are going through a small, rough patch these last few weeks, dealing with the distance of finding enough us time. He just got a promotion at work, and after Thanksgiving, upped his availability to work. So he's been working 19 days straight, 10, 12-hour shifts without a day off. And because of our schedules, we didn't have much time to talk, which on the norm, we talk hours, like 4 hours a day. And I always call him right before bed to say love you and good night. Well, in the last few weeks, I've had 2 minutes a day to talk. That was lucky. About 2 weeks ago, I totally flipped out on him because he didn't answer his phone when I called to say goodnight. When earlier that day, he said, call me tonight, get off at 8 p.m. So I did, no answer. Again and again, no answer. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll try in the morning. Try to call at like 11 a.m., no answer. So I'm freaking out, crying in a panic because he always answers the phone, even at work. So I called mom, asked mom to text him, no reply. Then at noon, he finally answers the phone. I'm like, where have you been? He sounds groggy, still half asleep, and he says, work later than thought, have been asleep. How was yours? What? How was your start yelling? How was my fucking day? I've been calling your phone nonstop, worried sick, didn't know if something bad happened to you. Didn't know if you took some bitch from the bar home, which no, he wouldn't, but that was being psycho. Didn't know if you were ghosting me. He's like, oh my God, no, I've been asleep. Worked late and it was a busy night. Well, after I calmed down, apologized for yelling and flying off the handle and being psycho. So that's mom. How did she handle you being away for so long and can't always talk? Both of our sweeties are hard workaholics. Things are getting smoother again, and to be honest, in my head, too much when everything is fine, but I feel like I need that reassurance. All it takes is communication. Then I'm perfectly happy. It's all cutesy, lovey dovey after that. Honestly, I don't know how he puts up with me. Okay. Ali says, Jip is a danger to everyone. Ken's recent live saying he has guns has scared me. He said he had guns. Why would Ken say that? What would possess him to say that? Like um in what magnitude did he say it? Like in what context? I don't follow them that closely, guys. The only reason I keep up with them is because of you guys, to be honest. That's the only reason I truly keep up with them. Um I think these emails are interesting though. I don't know why somebody's gonna just up and say they have. Yeah, he was talking about CPS visiting. What? So CPS is visiting them. A hot mess. All it takes is for someone to call CPS, and then they're gonna start visiting. They're gonna start visiting. It takes like a credible accusation, and they're gonna come visit. That's all it takes. I'm not saying to do this stuff, but that's all I'm. That's the truth. A credible accusation will cause them to come out. But my thing is, Gypsy seems like the type. If Ken did something, like she would go off the deep end on him because she was behind prison walls. She was in jail. She was incarcerated, and she was still trying to control his every moment, his every waking moment, control him, his actions, dictate when he got married. They did a home inspection. He was saying about the guns being locked up. Generally surprised Gypsy can have guns in her home. Yeah, I don't think she can own them. I don't think she can own them, but Ken can. I don't know how that works with them living together. But I don't think she can own anything like that. That's kind of. uh, um, she says, Gypsy texts someone. She says, have a suspicion. Is the phone problem? We kind of got into it tonight. He was being Mr. Territorial. Note to self, don't mention you in a combo again. This time he was not trying to poke the beast, however I did. An hour-long lecture of it. Anyway, my pointing to this email, each time called back after we maybe hung up an angry fit, it answered, meaning it works when he's angry, I'm guessing. So I don't know who she's talking to, but Ken obviously doesn't like it when she mentions other people. That's normal, I guess. Next text says, Hi, Gypsy. Hope this finds you well. Sorry I haven't kept in better touch, but things have been a little crazy around here. Between my sister moving, school, health issues, job, ... life is busy work. Keep forgetting that I can just go on my phone and do a voice to text message. And that's a lot quicker and convenient. We're gearing up for Christmas this weekend, and quite Honestly, I'm not really into it. Meaning, put up the trees, the lights, and even did the front yard a little bit so everything looks okay. Oh, I'm not just feeling it. I think part of it is having my sister here and knowing how hard this holiday is for her. So we've decided we're going to go and crash her other daughter's house on Christmas Day. We did it Thanksgiving and it worked out really well. Feels like we're rebuilding a few bridges. Have you found any new places you would like to go visit while you're out? Keep in touch. Best wishes. I kind of understand that coming from whoever just wrote Gypsy. I do feel like if you have times when you're like, oh, I don't want to decorate for Christmas or I don't want to do the tree, and I feel like that might be some type of depression, seasonal depression, or you're going through. Because like most of the time, those holidays bring people through a lot of. You get some type of joy, something. If it's not cooking, if it's not like gift giving. See, me personally, I love like gift giving and not so much of it just wrapping the gift and putting my time into the gift. Like I like that. So like when you're not thinking about it as much, when you're not putting as much thought into the holidays, I think it's a reflection of like how you're doing mentally. So, and I think it's interesting that she mentioned like I think part of it is having my sister here and knowing how hard this holiday is for her. She then says, Gypsy then says, babe, just saw the trailer for Love You to Death on Lifetime. Whoa, the house looks spot on, and so does my room. Like, it looks not too far off base. We'll watch it just out of curiosity to see how they spin the story. What? Can tell you one thing, that is different from real life in a little snip clip of the movie. Never told my mother she was using me because I simply wasn't aware at the time. It wasn't until I got to speak with Mike when I learned how deep the sham was. Mom and I did get into arguments, but I never called her on her shit because number one, I didn't know how bad it really was, and number two, I didn't want to get the shit knocked out of me by saying what needed to be said to her. It's kind of crazy seeing my story, my past, my life in a Lifetime movie. Like I said, I'll watch, but if it gets too much for me, blah 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 blah. So she tells Ken that they're lying in these fucking documentaries. She tells Ken they're lying in the documentary. She says like, I never told my mother she was using me because I wasn't aware at the time. The only time that I became aware that my mother was using me is when I spoke. The only time, listen to this, guys. She tells Ken, she confides in him, now unsealed, that the only time she had realization that her mother was using her is when she talked to her attorney. That's when she learned how deep the sham was. Lady, are you serious? You were old enough to know. You were old enough to know if your mother was using or abusing you or not. It should not have taken a lawyer to tell you that. The fact that you're telling Ken that your lawyer is the one who revealed all this shit to you lets me know that it couldn't have been occurring as severely as you said it was occurring because you would have been able to express that on your own without a lawyer's help. William says, hello, I have guns also. Congratulations, William. So she never knew she was using Gypsy, or Gypsy didn't know how deep the shame was. Which is it? And why does she unalive BB if she didn't know she was being used? She just said it right here. This is why I like reading the emails because you get little nuggets here. She tells Ken, we see it, she never told her mother that she was using her because she wasn't aware at the time. And it wasn't until I got to speak with Mike, my lawyer, that's when I learned how deep the sham is. If you've been living in the sham for 23 years, you don't know how deep the motherfucking sham is. It takes a lawyer to tell you. If I'm in a sham, I know I'm in a sham. If I'm in a sham, I know I'm in a sham. It doesn't take a lawyer to come out and say, hey, you're in a sham. Let me hold your hand and tell you how you were conned. No. If I'm in a sham, I know I'm in a sham. In the sham I'm in. Now, come on. So she's basically saying, yeah, they're lying on this documentary. I didn't tell my mom that. How does it feel to watch a documentary and see them lying on your behalf in the documentary? How does that feel? To justify the untimely death of your mother. How does that feel? It can't feel good to see. Yeah, first she said she didn't. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's little nuggets like that. She told Ken this back in 2018, so she knows. She knows, right? The next message. I think this might be Ken. It says, "Baby, I'm just laying here all morning thinking about you. That story last night gave me all kinds of crazy hot dreams about you. Needless to say, we can bet on the Cowboys anytime. All that aside, just love and miss you dearly. I'm booking my trip the second I'm done with this email." I have no idea. She then says, "My lover, I was thinking about the wedding attire. My options are super limited, but for you, I was thinking a white dress shirt with a black tie or something different. Would be the contrast of being a black dress shirt with a white tie. What do you think, babe?" The thing about it is, I'm gonna take a second and say what I've observed. Now, meanwhile, I haven't heard any of the phone calls that are going along with this. I haven't heard any of the phone calls that are in between this. But the only person in these messages, Ken is in these messages, only person that I've seen talk about a wedding or getting ready for a wedding, a bridal shower, or a baby, any of that has been Gypsy. Ken has not said one thing about a wedding in these messages. So what the um she didn't tell somebody that she came out third place in the baking contest. She sends another message to somebody and she says, "So you may want to warn your mom that the girl who you've been friends with. So you may want to warn your mom that the girl who you've been friends with for the last year and a half is officially a Lifetime movie. It's called Love You to Death and it premieres January 26th." I don't know if I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen that one yet. I don't think I've seen it. 1 second, y'all. I'm so curious to see the breakup because I want to see how close it is to the story we all heard. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the story that Gypsy told us. It's not going to be the story Gypsy told us at all. At all. She's sending messages to multiple people, telling them about the trailer for the show and like She didn't know how bad things were until she talks to her lawyer. Gypsy, it does not sound good when you say, I didn't know how bad things were in my case until I talked to my lawyer. That doesn't sound good. That's not what you're supposed to be saying, okay? Um, okay, outbound. This is probably to Ken. She says, darling sweetie pie, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you and everything you do for me. I love you so much. You every bit of wonderful. I think our December funk is over. I'm so glad to hear you sound like yourself again. You joke, laugh, and play with me again. I'm happy and content again, and I truly hope your happiness level is higher than it was 2 weeks ago as well, babe. It's a relief to know that we can sit down, points are able to bounce back up and reach cloud nine. Just know I'll always hold tight for you through it all, my love. I was looking through some crochet books and seeing some great ideas. Eventually, eventually I'll try to eventually I'll try to make you a scarf. Also, there are some adorable things for babies. Well, know what I'm doing when I'm pregnant. Like, why do you keep pushing babies and marriage on every fucking person that you're with? Except for Ryan. Like, what is it? Why do you keep doing it? Like, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. Like, marriage is good when two people love each other, but why are you the only one that's ever mentioning it? Why are you the only one that's ever mentioning a baby? Why is Ken not mentioning it? It's like you want that so bad that you don't see that he's not comfortable there yet. Very pushy, Lindsay, right? Outbound. Hey, Batman. So do you remember when we totally joked about me being in a Lifetime movie? Yeah, well, it's happening. It plays January 26th on Lifetime. It's called Love You to Death. Cheesy, very cheesy. Inbound. Hey, my name is Blank. I've seen a couple of your documentaries, and I'm so interested in everything that happened to you. Don't believe you should have went to jail, period. If you would be interested in telling another stranger your story, I'd love to hear all about it from you. Thanks for your time. I don't even know if it's Christmas yet. Let me check. Let me check the date really quick. She said Christmas 50,000 times. Yes, it's actually Christmas. So it's actually Christmas, December 25th. Okay. And she says, Happy Christmas, my love. Today and always, hope you know how deeply you are loved and thought of. I was looking at December 2021. You'll be in Missouri anyway for my parole hearing. So Christmas is on a weekend. Let's make a plan for 21 to spend Christmas together. Lave you, sweetheart. She then says, I'm about to make an order from the catalog Gypsy Rose. I'm also buying you a matching hoodie to go with this dual dress skirt for me. It's totally hippie style. The top that I'm getting is a pink crochet halter top, and I'll have it sent home to you so that it'll be waiting for me when I come home. Somebody's Deanna Kaiser, I don't know who this is, like one of her pen pals says, I'll be coming to see you real soon. My truck will be out of the shop sometime this week. Hope you have a blessed week. See you soon. Outbound. Anytime, honey. I'm glad you like to peek inside my mind with that story, babe. Now you can understand how difficult it is to focus in class with fantasies like that popping up in my daydreams. I am so super soaked. I mean, stoked to see you, hug you, and kiss you. Can't wait, sweetie. Love you. XOXOXO lick. Baby, put the special request in early and put the food visit for Saturday, January 26th. I also made two vendor orders, one to Gypsy Rose and one to Lakeside Collection. So both packages will be shipped home with you. I bought 2 tops and a skirt dress for me, a gray and brown hoodie for you that matches my skirt dress, a bumper sticker that says Make Love, Not War. Then from the Lakeside Collection, Bought us each a Star Wars Snuggie, Darth Vader for you, and a Stormtrooper for me. You know what's funny? Most things I buy for you are to keep you cozy warm. Love you so much, XOXO wifey. Good morning, my dear sweet love. Laying in bed with sweet thoughts of you, missing the taste of your lips. I want your love all on me. Ugh. Think of how amazing it'll be to wake up with you, have breakfast together, and then plan out our day. Maybe a nice walk in the park or a stroll downtown, whatever it might be. I'll just be happy to be walking hand in hand with you. Have a great day, sweetie. Francis says, if she had just kept her mouth shut, no one would wanted to see these emails. She could have sold her books, been on Lifetime, and had gone on with her life. She couldn't just shut up. I'm telling you. And like tell conflicting stories. Like if you would have told the truth, that's the thing. If you would have taken accountability and told the hard truth, I don't think it would have been so much backlash. You're still going to get backlash regardless because of the situation that you put yourself in, you know? But it wouldn't be this bad. You should have just not tried to be a social media influencer right out of prison, especially with the charges and the accusations you were under, right? These are all from Gypsy. Gypsy says, I just got your sweet card that made me tear up, with happy tears, of course, and your letter that smells completely lustful. I'll be sending you a letter back tomorrow. XOXO, love you, honey. You mentioned you, LOL, last night. She sent one to her sister. She says, hey sis, hope you had a Merry Christmas. Didn't do much this year. Made Christmas gingerbread house. That won third place in a baking contest. Then up at Reckless dinner and a movie. So my life story is now a Lifetime movie called Love You to Death. And I'm still broke. Well, I'm pretty sure the autograph pick is going to be worth something now. I miss you, girlie. Haven't made any more good friends here, and I'm pretty sure friends are a rare breed here. The only two solid friends I've made being locked up are you and True Story. I'm blessed to have and love you so dearly. How's the little one? So maybe this is someone that she was in jail with? Absolutely love the new pic. So freaking adorable. Haven't heard back about the visitors form, so I'll go next week when the caseworker comes back from holiday break and ask them if they received it yet. Love and miss you, Jip. Okay, this is going to be my last page because I actually have a video that I'm trying to finish. I've actually been trying to finish since Wednesday. I'm going to finish it today. I'm going to post it probably in about an hour. It'll probably be ready to go in about an hour. So you guys can watch that. It's about Gypsy Rose's Facebook Marketplace store and all she had to offer and how much things are in the stores compared to her and her store and stuff. Okay. She sends a message and she says, good morning, hubbykins. Well, guess emails are taking a long time to be received. Emails haven't posted since last Thursday. You saw backed up messages from the 19th and every day since. I'm betting it's because of the holidays anyways. Stayed up until 3 a.m. writing you back and sent it back today. My love, know you can't attend, but my love, know you can't attend, but still want to send my lover a copy of what the invitations look like. So this is in the official invite to the party. Hello, you are pleasantly invited to the bridal shower of Miss Gypsy Rose Blanchard in celebration of her upcoming marriage to Ken. Details when, February 9th, 6:30 where, 7A, day room. What to bring, a drink and a spork. Many blessings. She sends a mass message out. It says, having a great time planning and coming up with ideas for my bridal shower on February 9th. 15 guests are attending. On my menu, I have fried rice and tortilla shell bowls, layered gold and off-white columns set up in a display, cupcakes with candy roses on top, and one big cupcake for me with two hearts with K&G and one big blooming rose on top. Jesus. K&G heart suckers, caramel popcorn balls. It may be a small prison wedding, but I will have the best prison wedding shower Chillicothe has ever seen. My thing is this. How are they getting all of this for the bridal shower? How is she getting the hearts with K&G and a big blooming rose on top, K&G heart suckers, caramel? How is she getting all this elaborate shit for her wedding shower? Cupcakes with candy roses on top, like, I can understand the fried rice and tortilla bowls, but they're really doing it huge. She then tells Ken, Happy New Year's Eve, darling. She says, this is my last stamp. I've enjoyed talking to you over the last 6 months. Have a nice holiday season. Wish you the best and hope your time there goes by swiftly. Thank you for writing me so many times. You deserve the best and I hope you find it. No longer have the P.O. box. I'll probably keep this app for a while longer just in case. Wish I could have known you better, but it's all good. New Year. Inbound. Hi, beautiful, happy New Year. Hope all is well with you. Never heard back from you. Hope to hear from you soon. Inbound, I'm pretty sure that's Ken. Happy New Year's Day. Ours says, does anyone here think she's actually rehabilitated? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Rehabilitated in a sense where she won't offend again? Like she won't do that to somebody again? Or rehabilitated in a sense that her mindset has changed from the person that she was when she committed the crime? Do I think she will ever commit a crime like that again? No. Do I think that she has the same traits of the person that did that to her mother? The same traits, the same likes and dislikes, the same triggers? Yes. Yes. So I would say yes and no. I think she's unpredictable and doesn't problem solve like the normal person, and that makes her dangerous. Yeah. I don't think that, she would put herself in that predicament again. But will she tell lies? Will she cover up stuff? Will she be conniving? Yes. I still do, but I don't think she's going to remake that mistake. But I do feel like there are a lot of aspects about her that haven't changed from the 23-year-old, Ira says she already took care of her main problem. That's what she was going to speak at you. Yeah. Like the husky knife, she basically tried choosing. Was it a husky knife? Was it? Oh my God, that's horrible. If so, that's horrible. She talks about in these emails. She talks about in these emails like that. Um, that she wanted a husky with Ken. But the fact that it's a husky knife and you know this, and the certain things is like she knows certain things about her case, and she continues to perpetrate it, like the wigs, you know. She knows the wigs were a huge ass like thing in her case. And she continues to pop out in wigs and do random shit like that. And she continues to talk about like role playing and random shit like that. That's kind of scary, you know? It's like you get to a point where it's like, I want to believe that everybody can be rehabilitated. I want to believe that. But when you show me, you're showing me differently. You're showing me differently, way different. Especially since on the show, on Life After Lockup, they're still going with the narrative on Life After Lockup that it's Dee Dee's fault. After 10 years, they're still going with the narrative it's Dee Dee's fault. Dee Dee is the reason that it happened to her. Like 10 years later, and you're still not trying to take that accountability. 10 years later, and you're still trying to blame the victim. I think that's what the people want more than anything is the truth, and it's been so hard to get the truth from her. It's just been like gaslighting event after gaslighting event after gaslighting event. And for those who've gone back and done the research and seen the interrogations and seen the paperwork and seen the autopsy and seen the photos, something's not adding up. Because as soon as she gets into prison, like reading the email shows me, as soon as she gets into prison, all she wants now is another man to get married to and have kids with. That's all she wants. She's not worried about her trauma. She's not worried about how her actions through the people. She's worried about getting married and having kids. She never really cared about it. Sure. You know what I mean? So and she just picked up where she left off. Yeah, yeah. So it's like if Ken never entered the picture, who would it be? Would it still be Nick? Who would it be? It would have been someone in the place, but Ken is that person. And she's not worried about what her mom, she's not worried about any of the documentaries coming out, like how they're painting her. She's kind of worried about that, but she's really worried about like getting the money. She's worried about getting paid. She's worried about people not profiting off the story, including her own stepmother, Christy. She could care less about what story they're telling as long as they're not profiting off of her. In one sense, she calls Nick cuckoo. She wants to paint Nick as this crazy guy because if she paints Nick as a crazy guy, it makes her look like a victim. And if there's one thing that I've learned about Gypsy Rose in studying her, is that she's a professional victim. Every situation that she goes through, she has to play the victim in that situation. So Nick couldn't be the hero because They did something bad. So someone had to be the monster and someone had to be the victim. Her mother was the monster. She was the victim. That's why she, quote unquote, did what she did. And then Nick was the monster who coerced her into doing what she did. And then it just goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? Like the victim mentality with her. So I don't get it, y'all. I truly don't. Um, I don't. But that's what they're on. I don't know what it was about Gypsy Rose that attracted Ken. I don't know what it is. To this day, I don't know what made him see that interview or see that movie or whatever he was watching and say, I'm gonna like her. I don't know what it is. But from reading this, it seems like he didn't have his GD. He wasn't really like all there intellectually. So maybe he felt like she's never going to judge me because look what she's been through. Maybe I can relate with someone that's never going to judge me. I don't have all my shit together. So let me talk to this girl. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But this is for Ken. It's going to be a great year. The year of us. It is one more closer to coming home to the most wonderfully amazing hubby that could ever truly be that deserving of. But I'm very thankful and blessed to call mine. As we begin the year, I think back to the most memorable moments we had together in 2018. Me laughing and letting out a snort during our visit sticks out of my mind. LOL, thought for sure it'll be a total turn off for you, but you seemed amused by it, as was the CO. Then there was that heartfelt day in June that you put aside your dislike for my mother. What? And prayed with me on the anniversary of her passing. That was really sensitive and supportive of you and made me appreciate you that much more. Oh, and I can't forget our first fight. I was never really upset with you. I was more annoyed with your stubbornness more than anything. And at the same time, fighting the urge to want to kiss you if could in that moment. I would have wanted to have hard makeup sex halfway into the fight. What can I say? I'm a sucker for a man that ruffles my feathers in all the best ways. Winky, love every moment of our relationship. Ups are sky high and the downs never hit the floor. We both will never let each other hit bottom. I always use that charm to levitate us just above the ground. HP reference. Darling, look forward to the coming moments we have yet to make. Love you as big as the sky. Hello. This email is to all who was informed of my engagement. Last year, I sent a mass email to inform everyone of the good news of my engagement and upcoming wedding. It is with heavy heart to say that these plans have been called off due to the disapproval from family members on both sides. We, Ken and I are very happy together. Ken and I are very happy together. We do not we do not wish to disrespect our family. Thank you for the love and support. So she's been pushing this wedding agenda for the past 25 emails. And now she's telling everybody, hey, our families don't agree with us getting married, so we're not getting married. But you told us that Ken broke up with you. You're telling the families that disapproval from family members on both sides. Thank you so much, Era, for subbing. Where are these copies? Let me see if I can find the link. I'll put the link in the in my chat. Hold on. It's gonna get juicy on the next video. Uh-oh. I might have to come back tomorrow. Because this is where it breaks up. This is where he calls off the wedding. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Hang on one second. I'm looking for it. Hang on one second. I know where they are. I know I have a link in my email. Here it is. I'm going to put it in the chat. You said, no, don't go. Keep reading. I guess I can give you guys one more page out of me. You guys can get one more page out of me then. Did you get them from Into the Weeds? I got the original copy from them. And they sent me these two. These came from Reddit, though. They took the ones from Into the Weeds and put them in order. Okay, I'm reading one more page because, like, I have a video to finish. I'll read one more page. Here we go. Gypsy sending this. This is January 2nd. She says, "Dearest love of my life, I know I promised that I would call you every day, but after last night, I really need time and space to get my head clear and figure out how to appropriately finish this topic of conversation. I can't hide my emotions from you. I still want to see you in a few weeks, but please understand this is something I was really happy and looking forward to. I feel embarrassed and I feel like an idiot for being as excited as I was, so please give me time to be disappointed. I truly do not want to go against your family's wishes, so understand it will put aside my feelings and desire and call off the wedding/engagement plans. Besides, you deserve better, and that is a real reason why I agree we shouldn't do it after all. I was caught up in the idea of being officially yours, and like you, I wanted some kind of security knowing we were tied to each other. Not that this was the only reason, because the main reason being that love you more than could ever dreamed of, but you wearing a ring while serving drinks to needy, lonely, desperate bitches would probably make me sleep a little bit better at night, just as me having your last name as my own would flake off all the guys who hit on me via email mail. Still get creepy weirdos, by the way. Now I'm attracting 40 and 50-year-old, bald, 300-pound, bald dudes." This is Ken. Save me. LOL, only a few around my age and okay looking, but no one in comparison to my one and only. Anyway, my point being, we both have a small, teeny tiny insecurity and want a solid reassurance that both of us are 100% committed to each other. What? So you have to be married to for reassurance? Okay. And we both thought that getting married would be that reassurance we want and need. So believe me, I understand. In the end, I just want to make you happy and feel loved and appreciated. And if that's what you want to wait, I will wait for you. XOXO. So Ken blamed it on his family. Ugh, goodness. She sends another message out. She says, "Hi, so I'm crying again because you were right about him. He does make me cry too much. He called off the wedding for real this time. It's not going to happen in July or anytime soon. He always does this. He tells me pretty words. When it comes to making good on those words, he backs out last minute. He did this with the move, and now I see a pattern. It's like anything to do with me. I'm just so hurt right now. All I can do is cry. I was so looking forward to this. Had a party planned. All my friends think we were getting married. Now I have to be humiliated by telling everyone he changed his mind. I'm really bad at hiding my emotions when I'm upset, so I can't play like I'm okay when I'm really just heartbroken. Had such high hopes, feel so stupid right now. Well, I guess I won't be ruining the month of July for you after all." So she sends out the mass email to everybody that sorry, she sends out the massive email to everybody that she told about the wedding. And she's saying with heavy heart, the plans have been called off due to the disapproval from family members on both sides. Now, last time I checked, she's lying because Christy was 100% on board, 100% on board, and Rod was okay with it. Like he was like, I'll get to know the guy. So it's Ken's family that was had an issue with it. Why is it both sides now? Anywho, wait, let me see. Is this outbound? This is an inbound. I got the approval for blank. Now I'm just waiting for. Was wondering if your visitors forms went through. We sent them out over 3 weeks ago. Air says, "Is this not classic narcissist behavior?" It kind of is. Cause she's like, cause she's like, you won't marry me, so that's gonna you won't marry me. You won't marry me. So these 40 and 50-year-old 300-pound guys are going to continue to hit on me, and now you won't have a ring on your finger while you're serving those dusty bitches at the bar. What? You're getting married to prove to the world that you're married, not for the institution of marriage itself? Gypsy Rose needs to be stopped. Okay? I've been telling people since she got out, hey Jazz, I've been telling people since she got out that she is a menace to society. Okay? She is disturbing the peace on every day. Just disturbing the peace. Hey, hang on, guys. I'm getting a phone call. It keeps calling.
She continues. Oh, so Ken gets back to her. Oh, no. This person says, "Hi, Gypsy. All is well. So far, the new year has not been too terribly disappointing. I know that I'm happy to be shut out 2018. It's been a rough year. Had a terrible run of luck at the end of the year. Parking ticket, flat tire, ex-boyfriend run-ins, just bad choices. But such is life. We crashed my niece's Christmas celebration. Think it's good for them to have the distraction. Trying to have a new attitude in the new year. Take care of yourself and keep touch. And a blessed new year. Many hugs and love." No idea who that's from. And then Ken comes back, right? And then Ken comes back, right? He says, "I'm just so insanely happy. I'm going to see you in a few weeks. Gypsy, you are truly nothing more than an absolute remarkable woman. You have brought more happiness and love to my life than I've ever experienced before. Love is more precious than anything the world can offer, and for that, I'm a billionaire. Don't know how you do it. Didn't she just say she needed space? Like, what is going on? But you speak a language only my soul can understand. You just get me. You listen to me. You understand me. And for that, can't imagine you not in my life. You have to get out your head. Your insecurities are trying to tear you apart. Throw that shit in the back seat and know that I'm here. Want to be here. I love you and we're on this drive together. I'm just one number away. Never forget that. No matter what's on your mind, I'm here to listen. Want to be someone you know you can count on for anything. Always. I love you. You have broke through my stubborn mind and insecurity. We're still engaged. Next time you plan to marry me, you best make good on that decision. Truth is, after going back and forth on this topic, the emotional roller coaster, and the fact that I just miss you so bad, I feel now more than ever than we need this visit so that we can release some stress and just have fun together. I enjoy our visits so much. There's never a moment that I'm bored or uninterested in our conversation. I'm always so completely consumed in every bit of the moments we share. It's like that magnetic pull towards you gets stronger each time I see you in. Each time I fall more in love with you. Couldn't break away from this, even if I wanted to. You asked me what I wanted from this relationship, what I want to have, always wanted from day one, which is you, just you, you. So it seems as if Gypsy and Ken were on again, off again, on again, off again, engaged/married. What ended it for good? I have no idea. We haven't gotten there yet, but I don't know. It seems like marriage was always Gypsy's thing. Ken was fine with it, but marriage was always her thing. Baby was always her thing first. What if he doesn't want to get married? Like, what if he's like, I don't want to get married? What then? What then? I'm gonna stop here. Um I'm just skimming to see whatever other things are going on. But we're finally I'm on page 54 out of like 1,300 pages. This will take a long time to finish. I don't know if I'm going to finish it all, but if people are interested in it, I'm going to continue to read it. Let's see. 54. We're on January 4th. January 4th. Yeah, I do feel like the baby trapped him because if at any moment they get into an argument or, talks of breaking up happens, Gypsy will definitely throw the baby into it. She will definitely throw the baby into the mix. she will 100% throw a baby into the mix. Like, but your daughter, I could see her saying something like that, you know? So the baby, how did they do that? I have no idea how they did that. But hey, we'll see. And it's like they try to keep everything under wraps. They try to make it seem like everything's okay. But from the context clues, from the things we read in y'all's past, no, shit's hitting the fan. It has to be. Shit is hitting the fan over there. And I think there's issues with Christy and all that stuff too. But I'm gonna go finish my video. Thank you guys so much for everybody who subscribed. Thank you, Era, Francis, for chatting with me. Jazz, thank you. Lee, thank you. Lindsay, thank you. Other Lindsay, thank you. William, thank you. Christine, thank you. Reed, thank you. Stacy, thank you. All of you guys, thank you for liking the stream. If you didn't like the stream, like the stream. Why did King go live to confirm that everything is fine and everyone is happy? I don't know. Probably because a lot of people are talking shit about them after these emails. Because a lot of shit is coming out. They're probably getting into a lot of fights over these emails because people are finding out things that they never knew were said about them. People are finding out new things. Ken is finding out things he never knew. Christy's finding out things she never knew. Mia's finding out things she never knew. So there's some static over there, I believe. Okay, guys. Look out for my video. I'm gonna continue to work on it now. And it'll be out. It will be out tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys. I usually do video stream live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to check in with me, follow me, and do that notification bell. I usually do videos 2 to 3 times a week as well. I have a Gypsy Rose Blanchard playlist. So if you want to check that out, I have tons of Gypsy Rose Blanchard videos. And other videos about scandals, true crime, and conspiracy. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm going to finish this video. Bye, guys.